Brexit trade talks have seen the UK and the EU grapple for their often conflicting political objectives, and Nigel Farage warned that Michel Barnier, the bloc's negotiator, had already won. The leader of the Brexit Party and prominent Eurosceptic was critical of Prime Minister Boris Johnson when he secured a withdrawal agreement that was 95% exactly the same as that put before the Commons by Theresa May. Mrs May's deal was as divisive as it was unpopular, but Mr Johnson managed to get his deal through Parliament with minor changes. Most notable of these was the customs border down the Irish Sea, meaning Northern Ireland remained in a customs agreement with the EU. The deal may have been enough for the Prime Minister to win an 80-seat majority in December's election, but Mr Farage was far from impressed. At a Brexit Party rally in October 2019, the former UKIP leader said of Michel Barnier, "I wish we could employ him." He added, "He's been a damn sight better than our negotiators have been over the course of the last few years." This surprising comment came after Mr Farage had been a critic of Mr Barnier. Earlier in October 2019, he accused Mr Barnier of not acting in good faith and of putting obstacles in the way of the UK. But at the rally of Brexit Party supporters alongside the DUP's Ian Paisley, he appeared to change his tune as he called Mr Johnson's deal a reheated version of Mrs May's withdrawal agreement. Mr Farage added, "This deal, if it is to pass, will not get Brexit done. All we've done is end the first phase of the negotiations. In fact, in the last 3.5 years we've just done the easy bit, because we'll move on to a long agonizing negotiation in which Brussels will hold all of the cards." And I don't know if you've heard this, but Michel Barnier has been reappointed to head up the next phase of the negotiations. Another surprising comment Mr Farage made at the time was in regard to then European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker. Mr Juncker had argued there would be no prolongation after the EU and UK agreed a deal. Mr Farage tweeted in response, "So an unelected, retiring bureaucrat says, no extension, take this new treaty or just leave."